Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about cranial bone, and here at the side you can see the diagrammatic representation of skull showing different bones in different colors for the reference. So let's start our topic with introduction. Cranial bones are 8 bones that make up the cranium. That is the portion of skull that enclose and safeguard the brain. These bones are interconnected by sutures, which are immovable joints in adults but flexible during infancy to allow growth of brain or different structures of the face. Then we will talk about bones of cranium. Bones of cranium include frontal bone, as you can see in diagram, parietal bone, two temporal bone, one occipital bone, and one sphenoid bone and one ethmoid bone. All of these combining to form 8 cranial bones. Now let's talk about these bones one by one. First we have is frontal bone. As you can see in diagram, the yellow color bone is frontal bone. It is unpaired bone, that means there will be one frontal bone in every skull. Location: at forehead region and upper part of the eye socket. Function: it forms the anterior portion of the skull and houses the frontal sinuses. It also gives shape to the forehead. Next cranial bone we have is parietal bone. As you can see in the diagram, the blue color bone is the parietal bone. It is paired bone, that means there will be two parietal bone in every skull. Location: it is present on either side of skull behind the frontal bone. Function: it forms the roof and upper sides of cranial cavity. These bones meet at the sagittal suture. Next bone we have is temporal bone. There you can see in diagram, the orange color bone is temporal bone. They are paired bone, that means there will be two temporal bone in every skull. Location: they are located at the lateral parts of skull near the ears. Function: they protect structures of ear and provide attachment for jaw and neck muscles. They include landmarks like mastoid process and styloid process. It houses parts of inner ear. Next in bone of cranium we have is occipital bone. As you can see in diagram, the dark green color bone at the back is the occipital bone. It is unpaired bone, that means there will be one occipital bone in every skull. Location: it is located at the back and base of skull. Function: it contains the foramen magnum, that is a large opening that allows the spinal cord to pass through and connect to the brain. It also provides attachment for the neck muscles. Next cranial bone we have is sphenoid bone. As you can see in diagram, the pink color bone is sphenoid bone. It is unpaired bone, that means there will be one sphenoid bone in every skull. Location: it is located in the midline of skull in front of the temporal bone. Function: it is often called as the keystone of cranium because it articulates with all other cranial bones. It forms part of the base and side of the skull and supports the pituitary gland within the depression that is called as sella turcica. Next bone of cranium we have is ethmoid bone, that is unpaired bone. That means there will be one ethmoid bone in every skull. As you can see in the diagram, the red color bone is ethmoid bone. Location: it is located between the eyes behind the nasal bones. Function: it contributes to the nasal cavity and medial wall of orbit. It includes structure like cribriform plate, that is for olfactory nerve, and crista galli, that is a brain attachment point. Now let's talk about importance of cranial bones. These bones not only protect your brain but also support facial structures and sensory organs. They anchor muscles for facial expression and chewing. They house air-filled sinuses that lighten the skull and enhance voice resonance. And this was all about bones of skull. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.